Welcome back, everybody. My name is BluJay, and we are back at the Reverb Outpost. And I gotta say, it is a beautiful night for some zombie hunting. Well, just kidding. That's not actually what we're going to be doing in this episode. Today, we are going to be starting over here at the mountain. We are going to be building the entrance to our main base. We're going to build that massive door. If you've seen any of the previews that I've posted on Twitter, it's pretty big. It's pretty cool. It's going to set the tone for what the rest of our base is going to look like. And it's going to be similar in feel to our snow cave because it's going to be, you know, inside a dugout snowy area. But it's going to have its own unique look and feel. You'll see what I'm talking about when we get there. But before we get to building, we're going to go take a nap and get rid of all of these mobs and get the daylight out so that we can have a clear way forward. It's got to go. Yep. It's definitely got to go. We're not going to move it right this second. We're going to go over here and take a look at our inventory in the chest that I've laid out on the ground, just so we can see what resources we've got. But that lava's not going to interfere with us for now. Here's what we're looking at today. We've got some glowstone. We've got some cobblestone walls. We've got some concrete, some ice that I'm not sure that we're actually going to use for today's build, but I've got some anyway. And we've got some snow and some stained glass. So, yeah, like I said, the lava's not really going to interfere with our build for the moment based on where I think I'm going to place the door, but it's probably going to go by the end of this episode. So, for those of you guys that loved the lava, I'm sorry. It's not going to work out. It's in our way, and this is where we're going to make our, massive grand entrance to our base area, and we can't have lava flowing right in front of the door. So what I am going to do is I think I am going to keep the lava just for, sentimental purposes, because it is actually a really cool feature of this mountain, and I'm sad that I've got to take it out. And we may actually reuse it somewhere as a decorative, memorial kind of thing for the lava on the mountain that is no longer going to be there. So we may keep that for a future build. If you guys have any ideas of what I could do, I'm thinking maybe it'll probably still be outside, running down the side of the mountain out here somewhere. Give me some suggestions on what I could do with that lava, or as you see the outside of the base starting to progress, give me some suggestions. So this mountain itself, speaking of, I'm not a huge fan of that right there. SSPE, I didn't notice that before. I think it's because my render distance is really low right now, but we're really not that high off the ground. Not a fan. I'm not sure why they added that. Anyhow, so the mountain is pretty narrow, so we're going to be building our door pretty far forward of the actual mountain area that I thought I was going to build the door in at first when we first found this place, and we're going to have to do probably quite a bit of terrain customization. Terraforming, that's what the word is called. I couldn't think of it. We're going to have to do a lot of terraforming to get this to be the way we want it to be. But that's for another episode, another time. I think I could just stand here and look at this mountain for hours. I love the way that it looks. Perfect terrain generation for this map. I love it. Anyway, this stained glass right here, 31 blocks this direction, if I counted correctly. From stained glass to stained glass is 31 blocks. That is going to be the width of our door. And we're not actually going to use that stained glass for the door itself. That's just to mark it out so that we, don't have to count it off on camera and we can get it done pretty quickly. So what we're going to do is we're going to go up 7 blocks. 4, 5, 6, 7. There we go. And then we're going to do that all the way across. And then we'll cut out an entrance through the door. You'll see what I'm talking about here in just a few minutes. But we're going to basically do this all the way down, and we're probably going to do it 4 high like we're doing right now just because it's easier, and then we'll come back across and do the rest. I just wanted to get the first pillar 7 up, and then we need to dig this stuff out as well. So there'll be a little bit of terraforming in today's episode, and as you can see, we're coming up on a little bit of a valley here. Is that called a valley? I don't think that's called a valley. What would you call that? A trench? Maybe? Maybe that's what it's called. Anyway, that's besides the point. What I wanted to talk to you guys about during this little part of the build here, where we don't have to focus too much, the the new update that's coming out for Minecraft Bedrock, I'm pretty excited about. And I know I say this all the time. I'm always excited about new features. Microsoft has just really taken hold of the game and I think done a lot of really good things to it. I know a lot of people were like frustrated when Notch sold it to Microsoft. Sold it to Microsoft. I don't know. I'm pretty happy with the decision because so far they've cranked out a lot of really cool stuff since they've been the owners of the game. One of those really cool features that's coming up is the ability to stream straight from inside the game. Now, I know you're probably going to be locked into Mixer, at least for a little while. I think it said somewhere in the beta that maybe there's like other sources that you can broadcast to, so maybe YouTube will be one of those. But the ability to live stream straight from within the game, that's incredible. So I'm going to have to figure out how we can make that a thing, because I know a lot of you guys have suggested, hey, why don't you do some live streams from time to time? Well, I don't really have the setup to do it right now. The equipment that I do have is perfect for, well, I wouldn't say perfect. It's good enough for doing the style of videos that I do right now. But as far as live streams go, I can't really live stream from my device. The only source that I have that I could live stream from is my Xbox, which is doable. We're out of concrete. Let's go grab some more. I could always stream from my Xbox, but it's not ideal because my worlds are stored on my phone. So I'm still going to have to load up my phone, load up the world, and, you know, be locked down to this particular device. So the fact that I could live stream from my phone is amazing. So I'm pretty stoked about that. I hope you guys are too, because I know that it's something that you guys have suggested in the past, and I'd love to be able to do that for you sometime in the future. Whenever that update does release, we'll try to figure out how to make that happen. Well, it's not perfect. What do you guys think? It's okay. I think it's a little off-centered. And I was trying to figure out whether I cared or not. Based on what we're going to be doing with the terrain anyway, it's a little off-centered. I don't know that I like it. You know what? I absolutely don't like it. I'm going to fix that. I'll be right back. Well, that's a whole lot better. I was going to be pretty unhappy leaving it the way that it was. I'm glad I made the adjustment there. So what we're going to do now is we're going to go over here to where I've marked out the center. That's why we've done 31 blocks, is because it's an odd number. We've got an exact center, and we're just going to go ahead and cut this out. And I've got an image up that is from my testing world. We're going to build this exactly like we built the door in my testing world. And I've got to look at it here because I don't know exactly where it's going to go. But basically, the look of this is very, very, very similar to the main door at the Echo Base in Star Wars from The Empire Strikes Back. The notches that we're cutting out here look like they would fit together like a puzzle piece if... yeah, I think I did this wrong. Hold on. Let me look at the picture again. Okay, I think I got it. So this is going to be very, very similar to the door. And the pieces that I'm cutting out now look like they will slide right into one another. That it's like a puzzle piece. And so it'll be interlocking and secure. And once the door shuts, nobody will be able to get in. But, you know, obviously the door won't shut because it's not mechanical. It's not on, you know, gears or rollers or anything like that. It's blocks. But use your imagination. That's okay. But there you go. It looks like it should fit in perfectly and lock safe and tight. And if you've seen the movie before, imagine the part of the movie where Luke Skywalker is lost out in the wilderness, in the snow, and, you know, kind of like in the snow cave that we just built. He's living in a snow cave for however long he's trapped by that snow monster. So this is the door that C-3PO and R2-D2 are standing outside of, like, wondering if he's going to come back. And then the door starts shutting and they're like, no, we've got to go inside. And it's just like this really dramatic moment. And like, this is just a really iconic moment of the movie, I think. So it's really very, very similar to that. It's not exactly the same. Again, we're building this based off of that, but it's not going to be identical. We're going to put our own little flair to it. So here, Right here is where the cobblestone walls come into play. We've been storing these up for a while. We've been storing up some cobblestone, and you guys have commented on the texture and whether or not you liked it. This is one of the places that I'm going to allow some feedback and be like, oh, fell into the trench. This is one of the places that I'm going to allow some feedback for you guys to say, yeah, maybe you could tweak it in this way, or no, this is absolutely perfect. This is supposed to be the use that it's going to be used for, if that's grammatically correct. This is what we're going to be using the cobblestone walls for, and it makes it look very mechanical and very industrial. It's not supposed to look cobblestoney at all. It's supposed to look flat and sci-fi and industrial, and that's what we're going for. So it looks like it should fit in with the door design. It's perfect. Let me know what you think. Normally I do this towards the end, but let's go ahead and do this right now. The comment question of the day is, can you try to post videos faster, please? By the way, I love your videos, Crazy Gamer. Well, thank you for that compliment, Crazy Gamer. Let me answer your question short and sweet. Basically, the answer is, I wish. I'm just kidding. I'm going to answer your question more thoroughly than that, but short and sweet, the answer is I wish. Let me explain why. My life is very, 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 add 1,000 varies to the end of that, busy right now. In case you guys don't know, because a lot of you are new here, since probably the last time I explained this, I do work a full-time job outside of YouTube. So this is like a hobby for me. I do this for fun because I really enjoy it. I love playing Minecraft and I love making videos, but my full-time job has to take priority over this because that's just the way things have to be when you have a job and you're an adult and you've got responsibilities. And on top of having a job, even more importantly, I've got a family. I've got 2 young kids at home. One of them is 16 months, almost 17 months now, and then our other boy is just about 2 months old. And so we've got young kids at home, and I want to spend time with my family when I get home. I want to see my wife. I want to see my kids when I get home from work. And so for the first few hours that I'm home from work each night, I'm with them. So we're doing, dinner together, and we're talking about our day, and we're giving the kids a bath and putting them to bed and doing all of the family stuff. And so by the end of that, I've got a couple hours of recording each night, if that. And so as much as I would love to crank out more videos per week, I'm kind of maxing myself out as it is right now. Maybe things will change in the future and I'll be able to do more, but right now it's kind of going to have to stick to 1 episode of Reverb Outpost and 1 episode of Unity per week. Maybe there's a chance I could work in a 3rd video once in a while during the week, but that's not going to be the norm. But I appreciate you watching. I'm so glad you want to see more. Stay tuned, there's more coming. We're making some pretty decent progress on our door. It's almost there, but the outsides, they're a little bit ugly. We're going to leave them as is for the time being because we're not going to do any of that terraforming today, but we'll fix them up eventually. They look pretty flat and not natural, but wow. And I didn't mean to place that down. I meant to grab my snow. Oh, man, the grabbing of wrong blocks. If you guys saw the last episode of Unity, you know what happened. It was pretty sad. All because I grabbed the wrong block in my inventory. So frustrating. So frustrating. But it's okay. We've moved on from that. I think we've moved on. Anyway, we're digging out the little place for our lighting, and I think that I placed that too low. Yep. I placed it too low. Okay, we'll go back up 1 more, just like that. Place down some stained glass, and there you go. So basically what we're going to do with this is we're going to count 1, 2, 3, and then on the 4th block, we're going to do that again. So we're going to do that all the way across the door. And man, I know I talked about this in the last episode of Reverb. The efficiency 4 is kind of out of control. It's perfect for things like getting massive amounts of sand when you can just spin in a circle and cut everything down. But when you're trying to mine 1 block at a time, it's a bit much. It's a little out of control. Yeah, that's looking pretty cool. So let's count over 1, 2, 3, 4. On the 4th block, do that again. But yeah, this is it's a little bit crazy. So I don't know how to control this better because I'm working on a touchscreen, and so it's not like I can quickly press the button. I've got to like tap and hold, and if I hold too long, it just cuts out 4 or 5 blocks before I'm ready for it to stop. Help me figure out if there's a way to fix that. Anyway, so I'm going to go ahead and place in the rest of this lighting, and I'll show you what we've got here in just a couple minutes. It's one thing to see a build in a testing world and be happy with it. It's a totally different thing to see it in the actual environment you're going to be living in and building in, and to be completely blown away. I'm just amazed at how good this looks. I had no idea of how this terrain was going to look when I designed this door and the base, because I did it all before 1.2 even came out. You guys saw previews of this on Twitter. If you follow me over there, you saw previews of this months before 1.2 was released. And the fact that it's the perfect size, the perfect width, and the perfect height for this particular mountain, I would say that's a happy accident. I did not plan that at all. But I'm very excited at how big and grand and the scale of this door is really fitting for this mountain and for our base. We're not going to dig all of this out right now, but this is the area that's going to be probably like the hangar bay. Well, definitely going to be like the hangar bay. And we'll probably build some custom like spaceship kind of stuff in here at some point. If you guys have any cool designs for that, I'd love to see them. I'd love to get some inspiration because I have no idea how to build a spaceship. I've never done it in Minecraft before, so it's going to be a new thing for me. But that's still a little ways off. We're not going to get around to that for quite a while because we're going to get some of our main base kind of stuff done before we get any of the visual, creative, just for fun kind of building. But anyway, give me some design ideas. I'd love to try to incorporate some of your ideas into my builds for the future. It is definitely time. You see what I've got in my hand? I've got an empty bucket. We're going to run out here and we are going to get rid of this lava. And I gotta say, it's for more than just the reason of it being in front of my base and kind of in the way. I'm a little upset at this lava flow right now. You guys didn't see it, but in the last episode, off camera, I was going exploring a little bit. And my dog, Rocky, sadly fell into the lava. It was random too. He was like 5 or 6 blocks away from me, and he just fell off the side, and I couldn't get to him quick enough. I couldn't do anything about it. He just had to sit there and take a lava bath. It was awful. So we're going to go get another dog today, and we're going to name him Rocky because we got cheated out of this lava. It's got to go. It is going to go. Let me climb up here real quick. Take that, lava. Your reign on this mountain is done. We did place a piece of stained glass where you came from, just in case we want to put you back there in the future. That way we know where it was. But you're done. Well, we're just going to pretend like Rocky got lost in the woods or something, and we're going to go find him again. So here we go. Hopefully this doesn't take too long, because it took us, a few minutes to find a dog last time. And you know what? While we're out here, we've got 7 bones. If we can swing it, we might get 2 dogs today. We might actually make that happen. And let's just take a look around and... Oh! Yep, I see one. Hey, Rocky, come here. Come here. Why are you running away from me? There you go. Hi, Rocky. How you doing, buddy? It's like you never even left. All right, let's walk around here and see if we can find another one. Let's see. Oh, hello, Rocky. Is there another dog around that we can find? Oh, hi, there's one. Perfect. That's great. Oh, come on. There we go. Took a couple bones to get him, but we have 2 dogs now. So now the question of the day for me. What should we name this dog? Dog number 1 is going to be Rocky. That's always going to be like my number 1 pet. What should we name this dog? Open to suggestions. Please, please, please try to avoid suggestions like Little Blue or anything that has to do with my name. I'm not going to name my dog after myself. So come up with something creative. Come up with something completely different that nobody's ever named a dog before. It can be the most random thing in the world. It could be Star Wars related, it could be Minecraft related, it could be food related. You know, hey, Hamburger, come here. I'm not going to name my dog Hamburger, but you get the point. Come up with something creative, come up with something random, and we will name our dog something that you guys suggest. Let me know. Here you go, Rocky. Have a blue collar. Ah, all is right with the world. Now, what color should I dye the other dog's collar? Give me a name, give me a color that's preferably not blue. Well, ladies and gentlemen, that is all the time that we have got for today. I had so much fun in today's episode. I'm so excited that we have got the very beginnings of our base complete. This is the entrance. This is like setting the foundation for the expectations that you guys can have for the remainder of this season. And I don't anticipate it ending for a very, 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 very long time. I know the game has some bugs in it, and, you know, they're definitely issues, but they're not issues that are going to require a reset or anything like that. The render distance stuff and the lighting stuff that got fixed and crashes every once in a while, I hope all that stuff gets fixed, but it's not really going to affect our world in general. You know, like having new terrain to generate that we'd have to walk 3 hours away to get to. Nothing substantial like that. We're set for a very long time. So, this is going to be a lot of fun. I'm excited for the future of this base, the future of this season. Give me some suggestions on what you guys would like to see in the comments section below. I am an open book. I've got some plans, but I am willing to change a few things around. If you guys have a really cool suggestion, I'd love to hear that feedback. And if you like this video and you like the content on my channel enough to go check out my Patreon page and consider supporting me in that way, I would really appreciate it. It would help me out a lot, it would help the channel out a lot, and I would just be very grateful if you guys would consider that. But for now, my name is BluJay, and I've got to fly on out of here. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.